the 10-minute speed challenge, a very popular art challenge that kicks around the internet a lot, where artists have 10 minutes to draw a piece, then 1 minute to draw the same piece, then 10 seconds to draw the same piece. And I'm finally gonna do one, and I'll be drawing Venom. Let's get into it.
Mask copy.
Alright everybody, 10 minutes on the clock, starting now. Now I know some people might consider the fact that I'm doing this digitally to be cheating, and I guess that's kinda fair, but my logic behind it was the fact that A, I'm mostly always a digital artist, and B, I went into this as if it was a project for a client, where I'd been given a very specific amount of time that wasn't very much, but I had to produce a certain thing, and I just had to do it as well as I could in the time frame given. And if I was doing that, I would do it digitally, because I do all my professional work digitally. I probably went into this with the wrong mindset. I didn't keep in mind how short amount of time 10 minutes really is, so I tried to do multiple layers and wasn't keeping enough of an eye on the clock, and then I get a little bit too bogged down with some different parts, and working digitally at some parts ends up actually hindering my ability to work quickly, because one of the times I switch over to a new brush, it's the wrong size and I have to fix it. I mean, there is the obvious help that I got to resize things pretty easily and didn't have to just redraw them, so there were some pros and cons, but admittedly there are more helpers than hindrances when working digitally over traditionally. So this is the part where I end up trying to add in some color and then realize that I just totally messed up the process for doing that, so then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna forget doing color and just do shading with a little bit of a purple tinged shade, as I often do with my work. And I try to get in 2 layers of cell shading, but I barely get anywhere with the second layer, because I just didn't have enough time to do it. So with the 10 minutes almost up, here's what I've got. This is a tough challenge. That is not my best work, but I guess that's what I can get done in 10 minutes. I doubt I'm gonna get to shading in the next one, so I'm just gonna go straight into the inks and set this baby for 1 minute. Okay, let's try the 1 minute, starting now. Now with this one, I don't feel like I really need to say much. I'm just gonna let you see what happens. Oh man, this is tough. I am doing terribly at this. But I guess here we go with 10 seconds, starting now. I honestly thought I was going to be a little bit better at this. You know what? Let's do one more.
What are our chances?
Pretty much 0.
Let's do this. Okay, ready, set, go. Alright, second time's the charm, and this one does end up turning out better. For the look, I go with a little bit more of an ultimate Venom kind of look, like the way Mark Bagley would draw him, where he tended to have a little bit longer snout, almost a bit like the lizard in a way. And as you can see, I only stretch his face out a little bit more, and I really like the profile view for Venom. I think he's just really cool looking. He almost has a dinosaur kind of look. He's a little bit more monster-like and a little bit less human looking. And with this version of the drawing, I end up having way more time. The second time I really did a better job of keeping track of the time, and it actually gets to a point where near the end I end up having more time than I thought I had, so then I kind of just mess around adding some random extra little tweaks. And you can see on this one I thought out the coloring stage better, so I actually did get to drop in some colors, and that works out really nicely. I think this one's a lot better, just all around. It's still not as great as I was hoping it would be, but it's a lot better. In fact, after I do 2 layers of cell shading, I realize that I have enough time to add in some lighting, and then I even get to do some of my favorite little step, which is rim lighting, which I did not even get close to getting to in the last piece, but with this one, even after adjusting the colors and stuff, I was like, oh hey, I do have time to do a bit of rim lighting. And I add in a bit more black ink at some parts where I just want to darken it out a little bit more. And overall, I think this one turns out a lot better, especially with the rim lighting being yellow, because purple and yellow look real nice together. Okay, that was a little bit better. This time, for the 1 minute, doing way fewer layers, just gonna use a lighter brush than I was using. Still nervous about it, but let's see what happens. Ready, set, go. Oh. Well, at least I kind of like the 10-minute one on this one. I don't even want to know what this 10-second one's gonna look like. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
He's so ugly!
That's him. I already had a lot of respect for the artists that do this, but I have way more respect for them now, because this is way harder than I thought it was going to be. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. I'm Christian Pearson of Popcross Studios. I put out videos every Monday and most Wednesdays, and then sometimes random other days, I don't know, and then I live stream now and again. If you like this stuff, please subscribe, share it if you thought it was cool, hit the like button, all that fun stuff, and I promise my content won't make you feel how this guy looks. Alright everybody, goodbye.